Hello, everyone, and welcome to Finding Resources video. My name's Lauren Zamitis Gibson. I'm the library director, and I'm just here today to show you how you can find some resources in our e-library for your class. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. Let me find the correct one. This. Okay, so today we're going to talk about finding resources, particularly reliable information within the library. And so I just want you to know that I'm here to help you develop a research topic, create a search strategy, accurately interpret whatever sources you do find, and then finally prepare your proper citations when you deliver that final product to your professor. So throughout the research process, you can come to me and the staff here at the Learning Resource Center, and we will get you underway with whatever you need help with. I want you guys to use caution because not all information is created equal. There are a lot of bad actors out there, especially with the internet being widely available and print to some degree, and they spread a lot of misinformation and disinformation. They have their agenda. What we're looking for is really well-vetted information that's trustworthy. It's been peer-reviewed. It's in academic journals. It's studied. We can replicate it. And so we're going to look at finding those resources today, particularly in our EBSCO host databases. So to get to our databases, you're going to start in the student resources. That's where the library databases live in Canvas. So log into your Western's Canvas page, goes to the students resources course. If you do not have access to student resources course, email me right away, lauren.gibson@wosc.edu. Email me and I will get you into that course. Then you're going to scroll down to the Learning Resources Center within that course. You're going to click on the line that says Learning Resources Center. Click here for links. And then from the list, you're going to select a database. For this assignment, we're going to start with EBSCO host. You're going to look at the username and the password to go ahead and enter that so that you can get into the database. All right, so we're going to move on to our live demo. We're going to do EBSCO host searching. Let me switch over to the database here. So we're on the student resources page. If you have access to that course, everyone should. If you don't, again, email me. Go to the Learning Resources Center. Click here for links. And we are in our list of databases. We can see EBSCO host databases right here. The username is WOSC, password 3 online pioneer ! So we're going to go ahead and click on that. Enter our user ID and password and sign in. And then we're going to select EBSCO host web. I'm going to go ahead and select all. Click on continue. I'm going to do an advanced search. This gives me multiple fields that I can search. I can add more fields if I'd like. We don't really need that many fields for our search today, but your professor or I'm sorry, your instructor has asked that for this assignment, we look at developmentally appropriate practice and then something else. So pick another topic within developmentally appropriate practice. And I'm going to say, let's look at developmentally appropriate practice and mathematics. Let's say mathematics education. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a search for that. I am going to limit this to peer reviewed. Down here on the left, we can limit results to peer reviewed, and I'll also limit it to full text because we don't really have time to do an interlibrary loan, which is where we ask another library to send it to us. We need to find stuff that we have right here. So we could do that search. Okay, so we get 9 results. Okay, and here's an academic journal. See, are the K-12 Common Core State Standards for Mathematics developmentally appropriate? It looks like it might be of interest. Integrating and navigating STEAM in early childhood education, that might be of interest. iPads as a literacy teaching tool in early childhood. That could possibly be of interest. So let's try again with a little different approach to our search. So let's just try just math instead of mathematics education. Let's try that search. Okay, we're getting more. And I want to make sure that we're getting that developmentally appropriate practice in there because that's the most important point. So I'm going to use quotation marks. And what the quotation marks do is they make sure that that term stays together. That phrase is going to appear as the quotation marks show it. Okay, so that limits us quite a bit. All right. I want to do a subject term for developmentally appropriate practice. I'm going to take out the quotation marks this time and just do a subject term. Okay. And let's do early childhood education as a subject term. Okay, so what you see here is that your first search isn't necessarily going to give you the results you want. You're going to have to play with the terms. You're going to have to play with these fields, okay, to find something that is appropriate. So take your statement, break it down into keywords, and keep playing with them. Are you looking for just keywords? Are you looking for subject terms? What additional term in addition to developmentally appropriate practice are you using? We know we're going to search for developmentally appropriate practice for this assignment, but are we going to use it as a subject term? Are we going to just use it as a keyword? That is what is going to determine what we find. So here we go. Math anxiety and the math gap. How attitudes towards mathematics disadvantages students as early as preschool. I think this would be a really good article. It talks about anxiety around mathematics, preschool education, developmentally appropriate practices. And obviously this is truly early childhood education. So that might be something of interest for this assignment. So as you see, your first search isn't going to probably give you what you want. You need to play with it quite a bit. And so that's what I want you guys to learn about here and just practice a little bit, okay? So thanks for listening. If you come against a brick wall, email me. I can give you some tips on searching for what you're looking for. Just let me know what your topic is. Thanks.